George, I wanted to ask you about your running back, Martell. What are your early impressions of him?
Well, I would say that based more on yesterday than today, because I'll be honest, I don't watch running backs a lot when we're doing what we're doing right now. But off the video and I thought both the backs have done a good job, and Martell is obviously what we're looking for as a back from his past performance. Now we also know, he has a little familiarity because. The BC offense at one time was pretty much a straight split off of the Calgary offense, although it's got a little further away from it now. So he has some familiarity with the plays, and maybe some of them might even be called the same thing.
Okay.
How about Siobhan?
Siobhan's a very good athlete. He's a little bit, it would be harder on him. It's all brand new. Like yesterday, you don't get the whole idea of you can be moving around. We have a starting point and you're in protection, but, you really don't want to be in some of those spots when the ball snapped, depending on what you have to do. And it's a learning process to learn and understand what you have to do.
So
he's a very good athlete.
Day two into this thing, George, are you pleased at how things are going?
I'm pleased the way it's going. It's a huge learning curve, and yesterday we just lined up in 2x2. We're in one formation the whole time, and today we were in 3x1 some, and tomorrow we'll be 3x2. So it's a huge learning curve, and it only it's just more and more stuff. Now we get into the point where the play we ran today will have the same word call tomorrow, which will tell most everybody what to do, but it'll have to tell some guys what they have to have memorized. So it'll be easier for some of the guys because they learned it today, but for the other guys, it will be a new learning process. So all the stuff builds on itself.
And when these guys leave tomorrow, what are the coaches? What's your process like afterwards?
As far as dealing with the players,
as far as dealing with the players and putting your playbook together, and
well,
taking the film from this.
We're very close to having a playbook put together. You always are looking for misspelled words and drawings that sometimes when the guy that is doing the drawings proofs them, he sees what he expects to see, not what is actually there, because I've been in that position before. So the proofreading part is tough because you read the play and you look and sometimes your eyes show you what the call is, not what the actual drawing is. And that's mostly what we got left is the proofreading part and putting everything in order and making sure the installation is exactly the way we want it. And we'll also obviously, we're going to have 3 guys with these, and we will have a better understanding of what they can do. I hope. That's part of what this is. The guys we have lined up at X, are they really X's or should they be R's? And the guys lined up at W, would they be a better Z than a W? That's part of this process. That's part of the evaluated process of it. That's why yesterday we had a lot of guys moving around, so while they might be lined up at W, they might have lined up at X and Z yesterday.
It sounds like you have some very specific things in mind for your offense, specifically with regards to the running game. Do you have a vision of what that's going to look like?
Well, I always have a vision of what I think we're going to be, but until we probably till we play preseason games, it's just a vision because you don't know what you're going to do the best. Yeah, there's certain things that I expect will be good plays for us, but I might be incorrect. Sometimes your personnel determines that. Sometimes style of defense changes. I've been in the league where in 1 year suddenly a coverage that hardly anybody used becomes a predominant coverage. So you have to look at things to engineer for that coverage that are good against other coverages. But that's football. That's just how football goes.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Coach.